Joining us right now is House Energy and Commerce Committee member, Congressman Jake Auchincloss, also former USAID Global Health Assistant Administrator, Dr. Atul Gawande. Dr. Gawande will be the congressman's guest at the president's address this evening. And Congressman, I guess, welcome to both of you. First of all, I guess the first question is, why are you bringing Dr. Gawande tonight?
Good morning. Thanks for having us on. I'm bringing Dr. Gawande because he is an eminent surgeon and public health expert who can help humanize the effects of Trump's lies about USAID. Donald Trump is telling two lies to the American public about USAID. First, he's trying to claim that he can pay for his tax cuts for the rich by cutting investments in global public health and basic research funding, when in fact those investments are a small fraction of the federal budget. He's actually going to pay for these tax cuts for the rich by taking an axe to Medicaid, which funds at-home care for seniors and primary care for 40% of American children. He doesn't want people talking about that, so he wants to distract Americans by focusing on foreign aid. The second lie that Donald Trump is telling the American people is that somehow this funding for global public health is wasteful, or the funding for basic research here at home is wasteful. In fact, there are few returns on investment that are higher impact than funding science and public health. And if you doubt that, ask the 200,000 kids globally who are going to get polio and be paralyzed next year if we withdraw funding, and the instability and chaos that will sow overseas. Or ask the kids in Texas and Georgia who are getting measles right now because RFK has helped derail measles vaccination campaigns.
Dr. Gawande, I see you nodding at that. Why don't we talk about what happens with foreign aid being cut back, what you see actually playing out on the health of the globe and the nation?
Yeah, we saw just last week the termination of over 90% of the staff of USAID and of the contracts of USAID. This wiped out the entirety of the global malaria program, the entirety of the global tuberculosis program, 3/4 of an HIV program that is keeping 20 million people alive, including 500,000 children. So you're going to see a surge of these diseases that we have held at bay. There are other things USAID does that protects food security, reduces instability in countries, and it is now a massive pullout and abandonment of these efforts, and we're seeing the damage already. When you do a surgery on the U.S. government with a chainsaw, we're seeing the results, and it's a debacle.